Okay, so what an impressive presentation, right? So now, again, please take a huge round of applause for the next contestant, the Lê Quang from 9D.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my presentation. And today is a freezing day, and so that's why I really appreciate your participation today. And welcome to my presentation. I will talk about the cultural integration. But first, let me introduce about myself. I am a student of class 90, as you can see here, and in the Pascal Secondary School. And my name is Lê Quang, which in Vietnamese means bright river. And when my parents name me like that, they want me to be bright and positive, but also soft, just like the Milky Way. And I have a dream to become a doctor, but also I want to be a diplomat. So I learned English as my second language. So that's all about me. Let me give you some description about my presentation. My presentation had 3 parts. The first part is the introduction part, and the second is the main part, which I used to talk about the main topic. And the third part is the last part. I'm gonna answer your question. So that's all about my presentation. So let's get straight into it, shall we? First, let me tell you a story. The story named My Experiment. My Chinese student, and he just finished his high school. And at that time, he got a scholarship. And it was the first time of his life. He traveling from China to America for study abroad. He go along, and when he come to America, he meet the people there. He tried to come up with them and try to learn about their culture and visit some wonder. And after a few months of study, he realized that the American have some knowledge and appreciation for his country, and he know that integrating the culture is not so hard as he thought. So he just literally experienced the cultural integration. So what is the cultural integration concept? Let me explain. The cultural integration is the process of somebody that they learning quality, adopting essence, and gaining value from another culture, while at the same time maintaining their own culture. They bring part of their culture into the community in the form of food, music, art, attitude, and tradition. And they also adopt the new part of the culture and adapt to local custom and way of interacting. So when I talk about one name, as you see, I have researched about Vietnamese, which is very proud. According to the Vietnamese history, we have been dominated and oppressed for thousands of years, but we didn't get assimilated. Wake up, bro. We still preserve our country, our culture, and our tradition. We didn't become Chinese, also didn't become French, but we learned their technique, we learned their method, and we learned their culture. So that is the right way of integrating culture. We know the concept of the cultural integration. So what is the benefit of cultural integration can bring to us? Obviously, we can strengthen the cooperation and build a friendship and solidarity with another culture, another country. And we also can develop our economy, society, science, and technology. So we saw the benefit that the cultural integration can bring to Vietnam. What about Pascal? What benefit that cultural integration can bring to Pascal? We definitely will have a chance to learn more about knowledge from all over the world, and we will have a chance to exchange culture with the foreign friend. But there also have some obstacle on the way we interact the culture. And first is, as you know, Vietnamese is not so good at English, and so there's a language barrier existing. And in addition, the policy and vision of Vietnam is still limited. So I have some measure and solution for. I just say about the obstacle, and now I'm gonna give some solution. First, we need to learn actively in school, do more teamwork, and have our friend. We also need to focus on learning English in order to get over the language barrier. And the most important thing that we need to do, that we have to preserve our tradition. We have to preserve the Vietnamese cultural identity. So in that way, we won't get assimilated. And yeah, that is the right way of cultural integration. And as you know, Pascal, Pastor are trying to preparing as well as they can for interact culture. And you can see that the Pastor are focusing on learning English. And we also made an exchange culture with our friend who came from French and New Zealand. And personally, I think the cultural integration play a key role in Vietnamese and pastor life. But we have to know what is good for learn. What we have to learn, we need to filter the information that we gain value from. And because obviously that not every culture is so good. And yeah, and that's all of my presentation. Thanks for listening. My question is question 7.
Okay, so the question number 7 for you is, what challenges may a pastor encounter when he or she wants to integrate other cultures positively? And give an example.
The pastor is not have so much. We have a chance to exchange with the foreign friend, but our English is not quite good to know to understand what they are teaching us, and we cannot learn all the quality from the foreign, yeah. And I'm gonna give an example. This is my example. I think my English not so good in some situation. I don't understand what they are talking about, and I cannot interact their culture. Yeah, and that is the challenge with me. And I think that all the students, as no other pastor, will have the same problem with me.
Okay, so now I have another question for you. In what ways do you exchange Pascal cultures with other cultures? How do you exchange Pascal cultures with other cultures?
Exchange. In my opinion, I will share our tradition, our technique with them, and I think they will do it with me also. And I'm gonna share with them the information that I think is necessary to share. And I'm gonna talk about my foreign friend. They also will share some information that they think is necessary with me. Like my foreign friend, when I chat with them, they will share about the wonder and share about the food. Sometimes they teach me how to cook their traditional food, and yeah, that is the way I exchange the culture with the foreign friend.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.